What is up, Greedy Guts? It's your boy, Big Umami, and today I'm very excited because a couple of weeks ago Ableton launched a brand new mobile app called Note. The way they're branding it is a playable iOS app for forming musical ideas, which is quite far from the idea of Ableton Live for mobile, which is probably what most people were expecting. But that's not to say that Ableton Note can be extremely powerful and fun. In fact, as you can see right now, I'm in a hotel room and I was playing with it on the train and time flew by. So this is a beat that I actually made on the train on my way here. Pretty cool, right? I really like this feature. I really like being able to preview my sets because there's something that you can even do on a DAW on the computer. In my opinion, this is a feature that all DAWs should have because if you're not making a bounce, sometimes you forget, that you made a really cool beat, and this is a nice way to do so. There you go. Another thing that you might be noticing is that anytime I touch the screen, there's a dot that appears on the screen. Yeah, you can see this. I think the Ableton people are really smart because they knew that there would be people like me, content creators, that would make tutorials about this. Being able to show the taps on the phone is very nice when you're doing a tutorial. But enough with that bullshit. Let's go and create a new set, and let's start actually talking about this amazing app. Alright, so by default you have a, I think it's a drum kit, you have a bass, and you have a, a sampler. Cool. I'm gonna start with a drum kit, and as you can see on the top you have the name of the preset, and you can actually tap on it and it will show you more kits. But then if you go back, you have different presets, and I'm going to choose electronic, and I'm going to choose the C78 because I like this drum machine very, very much. Pretty cool. I'm done, so I press done, and the way you record clips on this is very interesting. You can just start playing with no metronome, no nothing. So you just play like this. And if you want it, it would just record it. Of course, whatever I did here was trash, absolute trash. So I'm gonna have to delete the whole thing. And the way I do it is I go back and I press delete. And now I'm gonna try and make something more, that makes more sense. I'm gonna turn the tempo up a little bit, 117. I'm gonna turn the metronome on. I'm gonna press on done. Cool. And the way you quantize this is you press on this little button and it gives you. Okay, so I skipped that little snare sound at the very beginning, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna add, I'm gonna quantize again. And see what else we've got. Cool. Add, quantize. I'm gonna add again. Cool, and you can go in here and actually delete some of these, as you can see, because I'm planning on actually make the close hat and hi-hat in a choke group. The way you do that, okay, let's edit, and you go into this little tab here, you press on the sample and you select choke sample. There you go. You can see now, you can hear now that close hat and open hat are choking each other out, which is kind of strangely sexual, but that's what they're doing. Anyway, this is done, and now I can move on to the effects. Actually, let's put some effects on the pad. And it's reverb by default, but it doesn't have to be reverb, so you can click on reverb. Let's put some flanger or phaser. Let's put a phaser. I really like this. Now on kit effects, you can choose from the same set of effects that you can choose pretty much in every track of Note, and it's worth mentioning that these effects are pretty much the same effects that you can find on Live. In fact, as we'll see later on, when you share this project to another iOS device like an iPad, or especially when you share it on a computer with Ableton Live on, all of these effects are going to work. They're all the same effects that you can find on any copy of Ableton Live, but we'll see that later. For now, I did like the saturator on the drums, because yeah, that's dirty. Nice. That's pretty cool. And let's put some bass on. Let's try and I'm gonna be a basic bitch and I'm gonna choose basic shake bass. Okay. Cool, I'm happy with this, and now what we can do is we can tap on this and rename it, call it For My Peeps, which is you guys. I'm gonna choose some artwork. I'm gonna take a picture. Consenti, that's oh, that's me. Anyway, there you go. And that's my photo. So this is now my project. It's For My Peeps, and what I'm gonna do is, this is the best feature on Ableton Note. Basically, again, you can share this to another iOS device with Ableton Note installed. It's very easy when you have iOS devices because it's an AirDrop away from everything. But if you have, say, an iOS device and then you have a Windows computer, they also have this upload to Ableton Cloud, which I haven't signed up for. I'm not sure whether it's a paid service or not. It might be free now and then they're gonna charge some money for it, but I mean, I haven't had the use for it because now I'm gonna send it to my iPad and then I'm gonna send it to my computer, my Mac, and AirDrop is so convenient. As you will see in a second, it's gonna just magically appear on the iPad with all the settings already perfectly imported in. And if you have any custom samples, which I do have on my iPad, they will copy it into the folder and send them over as well. But yeah, let's send this project to my iPad and we'll see you in front of the iPad. It says iPhone di Gabriele, which is me. Vorrebbe condividere For My Peeps.abl bundle, which is the set that I created. So it wants to share it. Yes, of course. I accept, and I will open it with Ableton Note, and it's sharp. See how fast that was? That's incredible. As you can see, it saved my my picture here. I want another track. I want a drum rack, and with this drum rack you can load a sample. I have some cool samples on this machine, and I have a Ninth Wonder drum kit, which is pretty sweet. Basically what I want to do is I want to reinforce the drum loop that I made with some custom sounds, and let's go to kicks. Let's find a weird kick. See, I like this clap, or like this. Then you go into another pad. Oh, I like this. Let's some percussions. Yeah, why not? Bongo 1, bongo 2, bongo 3. Yeah, I want some shakers. I do. Oh, I like this. That's very nice. I need some hi-hats at some point. I like this one. Oh, I like this so much, so very much. How about some more sounds? Let's find out. Yeah, I really like this. There you go. And now we're pretty much done. So there you go. So this is what we did on the before we move into the beat making part of things, it's now time for a little bit of a rant. As you probably saw from the thumbnail, this video is called Ableton Note Almost Perfect. Why do I say that? Well, because there's no real way to actually edit the samples, meaning that you can only change the start point, and that's pretty much it. You can't even change the end point, and I thought it would be something that, you know, you'll be able to do by just pressing on gate. And you know, if you're not familiar with Ableton, trigger will basically just trigger the sample no matter what kind of note length you have. With gate, the longer you press the note, the longer it will play, but it doesn't seem to work. In fact, actually, if I choose this sample, which is pretty long, you see, now if I edit the start point, it does work. But if you see, it's already in gate and it's not working as a gate. I mean, trigger and gate seems, you know, they seem to be doing the same thing, which is a bit weird. Also, there's no slicing function. I mean, come on, Ableton, please give us some sort of slice feature. Like, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. I mean, this thing is awesome. You can preview your project. You can use pretty much the same effects as on Ableton Live. You can load instruments. You can use samples. You can definitely change, you know, the start point of the samples. Why aren't you giving us the chance to chop our samples and make slices out of it? I mean, that's the only reason why I'm still using like Koala Sampler on mobile, because otherwise it would have probably killed it, honestly. As much as I love Koala and the developer, because the guy behind Koala is top-notch guy, but I mean, this sounds considerably nicer, but it doesn't have time stretch, it doesn't have slicing, all things that are definitely possible on iOS devices. So rant over, it's done. Let's move on and let's continue with this beat. Okay, all right. Okay. That's nice. Let's put some more phaser. I like phasers, guys. I don't know what to do about it, but I do. fun here. Okay, that was a mistake. And the really cool thing about this is automations. Automations are amazing. Okay, like, let's say that I want to automate the pan of this hi-hat. I can just and I press add. See? That's so good. That's so good. Cool. Now I do have a sampler. Actually, before that, let me just edit this clip a little bit more. Put some effects on the whole kit. I'm gonna choose. There is no compressor, interestingly enough. Oh, you have some EQ though. But I don't want that. Let's try the Redux. Nah, that's bad. It sounds pretty cool, but it ruins the whole shaker thing. So let me just do another clip. Cool, so what we need now is some chords, and I'm gonna use the sampler. There are many synths on this app which will allow you to play some chords, especially with this keyboard, but I'm gonna use some chord samples that I actually created myself. These are part of our sample pack that will hopefully come out soon. And since we're talking about this, let me just say that I have a brand new website called bigumami.com where you can find some sample packs already. These are some of the pads that I created. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, hopefully I get my shit together and I finish this sample pack that I've been working on for a few weeks now. You'll definitely find that on bigumami.com when I get the chance to finish it and upload it onto there. And whenever I do that, I'll post a link in the description box below so that you will find it easily. Also, if you don't want to wait that long to support me, here's a gentle reminder that you can buy me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/bigumami. Donations are very, very much appreciated. They really helped while I wasn't able to make videos for you guys, and yeah, thank you. Let's get back to it then. I've loaded the sample. Let's try it out. That's pretty cool, but the way that it recorded it is all wrong basically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the quantization to 1/4, and there you go. I'm gonna transpose that. The other problem I have is that it doesn't play until the end of the actual sample. Let me just put it to trigger and oh yeah. Okay. Some delay. Some reverb. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a chill vibe to it. I wonder if there is a master effects section. I don't think there is. Let me just try and exit this and see. No, there's no master section. Well, I guess that, you know, in order to actually properly mix this and have a master section and put a compressor on the master, I guess we'll have to send this over again via AirDrop to my computer. So that's exactly what we're gonna do now. Stay exactly where you are. Alright, so as you can see, I'm on my Mac. I'm gonna use my iPad to AirDrop the whole thing. There you go. So I'm gonna open it up in Ableton Live. Beautiful, look at this. So as you can see, it's incredible. It worked perfectly well. It's super fast and it went straight from the iPhone to the iPad to Ableton Live on my computer. And as you can see, you have my custom samples in a drum rack. We have saturator and channel EQ on this track right here, which is the bass. Fantastic. So the nice thing about this now is that we can actually put some more detail into things. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna group these two together. I can actually put some plugins. I'm gonna put one of my favorite plugins of all time, which is Abbey Road Final. And I would like to have some more high. There you go. Of course, we can also add some MIDI track, and we can use some more plugins. Like, I like Arturia really a lot, so I'm gonna use one of these. This one. Yeah, I like this one. Oh. Oh. One other interesting thing about this is that there's no insert track, return tracks, sorry, which by default they're present in any sort of Ableton Live set. So I'm going to put some return tracks. That's something that, you know, I didn't realize until now, and I was like, something's off here, something is wrong, and yeah, there it is. The return tracks were missing, so that's what it was. Let me just put some reverb on this bad boy, and let's put some plates on this mouth. I'm not feeling this phrasing. There you go, save it on the desktop as for my peeps. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm very tired. I'm probably gonna go back to bed. So that's it for today, guys. It's been a long one. Waking up at 4 AM, making beats on a 6-hour train journey, working all day, coming back to my hotel room and making videos for you guys, which hopefully you will appreciate. So yeah, that's it. If you want to support me, make sure that you visit buymeacoffee.com/bigumami. Otherwise, just like, subscribe, and sing me a nice little lullaby. I'm going to sleep. See you next time.